Hello and welcome to my review of Arbitrage, starring Richard Gere, Susan Sarandon, and Britt Marling. Okay, so in my fall movie preview, if you have seen it, I didn't know what this film was. I even mispronounced the titles. That's how oblivious I was to this film. But then I saw pretty much its review, and one name drawed me to this movie. Just one name. Britt Marling. Well, actually a few. Britt Marling was the main thing because I'm a huge fan of hers. I'm a huge fan of Richard Gere as well, and Susan Sarandon. So there were a lot of names, but the reason is that I've seen a lot of Richard Gere movies and Susan Sarandon movies before, but I haven't seen as many Britt Marling movies. So she's an up-and-coming actress, and I was really looking forward to how she would pull in this movie, and if this movie was any good. And I'm glad to say that this film was great. I adored this movie. Yes, we are going from a week that's filled with awful films to a week where I actually loved one of these movies. Arbitrage, let me get into the acting. The acting is just phenomenal. Susan Sarandon gives a great performance. Richard Gere gives a great performance. Britt Marling gives a great performance. The kid from Red Tails gives a great performance. I don't know his name, but man, he stole the show. He really, really did. I mean, he was just phenomenal. You could really... Actually, that's a writing thing. I'll get into that later. He was just phenomenal. Everyone was phenomenal in this film. Let me get into the direction. The best compliment I can give the director on this one is the tone of the film. How he set this universe up that these characters are living in is phenomenal. It can be a brutal and dark world, but still be elegant and suave. And I mean that it just helps the movie so well. It really, really does. Sorry, this movie was really good. And let me get into the story. The biggest thing about this film, and it is a great, great story. I really, really loved this story. I mean, this story is phenomenal. It's all about, it proves that rich people have problems too. I mean, it's all about, it could be considered a spoiler, so I don't really want to give away the full plot of how everything gets set up, but let's just say things happen for worse. I mean, Richard Gere, he has a lot to go through, and it actually kind of teeters his character because he's written so well. At times you think he's the good guy, and at times you'll think he's the bad guy, and you never really know. And there's a phenomenally written and acted scene between Britt Marling and Richard Gere that I adore. I'm not going to get into it, but if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, this film, it is phenomenal. I adored it. I'm going to give this film an A. Definitely see it if you can. Please like, favorite, and subscribe for more reviews.